Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over just a system that is going to be bringing first snow for many across the Northeast. This will be a pretty big snowstorm. It probably will be a named winter storm. I'm pretty sure it has not been named yet, no official word on that yet, but that really doesn't matter that much. I just wanted to go ahead and show you where we're going to see the snow and where we're going to see the rain, even the ice. So I definitely did want to show that to you, and I do hope you on to enjoy it. If you do, consider subscribing and leaving a like down below, and let's go ahead and get into it. So you can see here is on your Thursday. So we are currently on our Tuesday, but we're going to skip forward to Thursday. Remember, the forecast can change quite a bit when it does come to winter storms or any storm that does come through, so definitely do be ready for that. And you can see we don't have much in the Northeast. We'll have those really cold temperatures in place, which will cause quite a bit of snow for some. And you can see right here how we start off, and we have some snow across upstate New York. You can even see how we do have some of that mix. You can see that you have that mixed area, and then we have the rain behind it. But you can see as we keep moving, if we keep moving throughout it, you can see it kind of, it keeps expanding. You can see to the south towards the mid-Atlantic, we get some rain. You can see the Ohio Valley. We get some rain to emerge. A little bit south of where we are looking at right now, there will be some rain. Not the major part of the system, though, so I did just want to focus on the Northeast right now. And you can see we have a lot of that heavy snow right behind this bar of rain and mix that will be coming. So you can see at that time, this is going to be somewhere around your Thursday morning. And you can see we do have some snow for parts of Michigan, parts of northwestern Ohio. Other than that, we have some snow across Vermont, New Hampshire, and parts of upstate New York, which we will be watching. But other than that, we have rain in other parts of New York, and even Ohio, Pennsylvania. Maybe you can see a little bit of mix in southern New York, but nothing too major. You can see really when the major part of the system starts to move in is around your late Thursday morning, probably moving into your early afternoon and throughout your afternoon hours. Now you can see this is when things really do start to ramp up. You can see all that rain to the south of this, towards the mid-Atlantic, the Ohio Valley, the Tennessee River Valley. Now here we will have some steady rains, could be heavy at times, nothing too crazy there. But do expect maybe, watch out for some rain, and it could be heavy at times across the Ohio Valley, Tennessee River Valleys, and the Mid-Atlantic. But across the Northeast, you can see, getting into your afternoon on Thursday, we have some snow around for northern Maine, most of Vermont, northern New Hampshire, upstate New York. You can see very western New York. Other than that, we do have some snow close to Cleveland. Cleveland, you're kind of the area where it may be a little bit too warm to get too much accumulation. But you can see we have this mix line. We kind of do have a mix everywhere. And then we have the snow where it's cold enough, and then the rain everywhere else across coastal Maine. And it will be moving into these regions. And also across the mid-Atlantic regions, it will be moving into. Now, if we were to keep going, you can see things really do start to ramp up. And once again, in those darkest blues, as always, this is where we do have our heaviest of the snow. Now, darkest greens, yellows is where you see that rain, and then the pinks and purples is where you'd see that mix, which would be freezing rain and sleet, and sometimes even snow and rain mixed in with that, so it's just a huge mess. You can see this mix around here. We do actually have it here. So watch out if you're in that mix area. It could be icy. Roads could be very slick. In those snowy areas, it could be too, but no one likes to have pure icy roads. That is never a good thing. You can see right along the I-95 corridor, we're still in that rain. Nothing to worry about on your Thursday evening. It could be a little rainy on your commute, but nothing to worry about when it does come to snow, maybe even a mix. Don't worry about that if you're in Boston, New York City, Washington, D.C., Baltimore. You don't have to really worry about that, maybe just some rain around. And you can see as we do keep moving into around your nighttime hours, we do have the snow on, late Thursday night. You could even say really early Friday morning for some people that do get out early. And you can see we do have quite a bit of snow across New Hampshire, Vermont, even Maine. And Maine will see some of our heaviest amounts. Now, we will mainly up here see our heaviest amounts, which you will see in a minute. But you can see we have this mix line right here, and then at very coastal Maine, we do have that rain. So definitely do watch out for that mix line. As I was saying, we're going to have to see where that does set up, and that will separate your snow and your rain. It'll be right in the middle of it, so you have to watch out for that. We're going to have to see where that mix line set up. If it sets up east, a little bit more east, the snow will be a little bit more east. If it sets up more west, the rain will be more west and everything else will be more west. So you have to focus on that with this, because remember, we still do have a day for this forecast to change. We have tonight and tomorrow for it to change, maybe even Wednesday night. So do watch out for this over the coming days. I will show this tomorrow. But right now, it's looking like Boston, New York, Washington, D.C. should be mainly rain almost the whole time, which is never a good thing either. But you can see this mix is getting really close. So we're going to see if this mix line can go a little bit more east throughout your nighttime hours on your Thursday night. You'll be asleep, most people, at that time, but you do actually have to watch out for that as we do go throughout your Thursday night. Right now, looking like an all-rain event for the I-95 corridor. So if you're in Boston, New York City, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., you should be okay. Just some rain around. Maybe a few flurries mixing in every once in a while, but nothing too much in the way of snow or mix. That'll stay more north and west of you, so you don't really have to worry about that. But you can see snow across Maine, northern New Hampshire, northern Vermont on your Friday morning. So sticking around for Maine. Maine, you're getting quite a bit. You can see into your afternoon, we have snow showers around for much of the Northeast, especially the interior Northeast across parts of New York. New York City, it could be possible. This model is not showing it. This is the European model. Actually, this is new on Pivotal Weather, so I'll be using this website quite a bit. But you can see across Vermont, New Hampshire, near Erie, Pennsylvania, we will have snow showers around almost all day, which could accumulate on top of what you already have. And you can see we do have this little bit of a mix off the coast. So you have to think about this. This could be a little bit more inland, and we see a little bit of a mix possibly on your Friday. Just, every once in a while we may get a mix of rain, snow, freezing rain, sleet mixing in. Maybe New York City, Boston, we'll have to watch. This model does not show it, but I do think that definitely could happen throughout your day Friday when that cold air really just starts to rush in, even for the I-95 corridor. Once again, D.C., I don't think you should really worry about it. Only rain for you, especially, right along the I-95 corridor, we should remain mostly rain, but towards the end of this, we might get a little bit of an icy mix across Boston and New York City, definitely possible, but nothing too significant, mostly rain for you. But you can see, still snow across Maine throughout your day on Friday, so it stays around, and then as we do get into your Friday evening, stuff does start to move out. A little bit of, rain showers, some ice, little icy mix around, and even snow right off the coast of Massachusetts. So once again, we could get something to move around here. Not too much of a concern, though. Maybe a few snow showers, rain showers, maybe even a little bit of a mix hanging around there every once in a while, but nothing too much to worry about. Really, where we're most worried about snow would be anywhere in here. So if you're anywhere in here, definitely do worry about it. And then, of course, in that icy mix that we were seeing, you do need to watch out there. But you can see, by your Saturday, we should be pretty cleared out. Now, we will have some snow to the north of you, but that'll be moving in on your maybe your late Saturday night, but right now looking like your Sunday. That's a whole different system that we are watching into your Monday, so we'll talk about that later. That could be a Veterans Day storm. Many people are out, which is a really good thing, so not many people have to go out on the roads. But you can see, this is a pretty big snowstorm for many that are seeing their first snows. Once again, across the I-95 corridor, probably not your first snow, but you can see quite a bit of snow falling across here, maybe even on the backside towards your Cleveland area in Ohio, and some snow showers that will be staying around for Michigan. We actually could see some lake effect snow come in effect here too. But you can see that lake effect snow around here we could be looking for. So watch out for that after the system comes through. When that cold air is in, we have those warm lakes. So definitely a possibility for that. But you can see, this is what we're looking at. Watch out for that mix line. Watch out where we have the heavy snow. And then, of course, that rain along the I-95 corridor could be heavy at times. But mainly your impact times will be throughout your Thursday morning all the way into your Friday evening, throughout possibly into night. But it should be gone sometime, in your later evening. And your nighttime should be okay. And then your Saturday should be pretty nice. And then on your Sunday, we could see some bit of precipitation move in. But it's really your Monday we see the major part of it move in. So that's a whole separate storm. But here are your snow totals and your rain totals. Now you can see nothing too impressive with those rain totals. Anywhere where you do see those greens, they do have it 1 inch or less. Actually less than 1 inch. But you can see, I do think we could maybe see an isolated inch in some of those green areas. But don't look out for that. Probably not too likely. Now, I would expect in parts of Maine, possibly you can see a little bit of a darker shade, maybe 1 to 2, maybe even 2 to 3. So if you're anywhere in coastal Maine, maybe right there, maybe 1 to 3 inches of rain, definitely possible. That's where we'll see the heaviest. But anywhere else in those lighter screens, an inch or less, possibly. Maybe some isolated spots a little bit more. But you can see the rain isn't that heavy. You can see coastal Massachusetts. We do have maybe 1 to 2 inches around for you there too. But again, nothing too major. Heaviest spots of rain will be coastal Massachusetts, towards your Nantucket area, and then wet eastern coastal Maine, which is what we're looking at. But everywhere else in that green, don't expect too much, an inch or less. Could change, but right now that's what we're looking at. Now, once again, this is off the Weather Channel. So if you were wondering, you could just always go on weather.com and you could find this on their news highlights if anything does change. But you can see in this lightest blue we do have, that is going to be up to 1 inch. So here, nothing too crazy, but up to 1 inch is definitely possible. So somewhere around that inch mark is what you could be seeing in that lightest blue. That doesn't even extend down into parts of eastern West Virginia along those Appalachian Mountains for a lot of the ski resorts. But you can see, once again, across here, parts of Ohio, we could be seeing a little bit mixing in. Cleveland, you could get a few snow flurries to come in, but nothing, not expecting much for you. Mainly rain there. But possible snow flurries behind this, maybe in a little, sometime in it, most likely behind. You could see a few snow flurries across Cleveland, but you can see across southern Michigan, we do see it too. But as we move into that medium green right here, that's where we do have the 1 to 3 inches in place. You can see that's a lot of these regions where we do have it in. Now, right up against those lakes, we do have a little bit more because of those lake effect snows. But 1 to 3 inches in that medium blue. And then, as we move into that darkest blue, that is where we do see 3 to 5 inches. So you can see that's pretty widespread across upstate New York, as we do move in right along near Erie, Pennsylvania, maybe a little bit northeast of it. But you can see right there we do have it right along those lakes where we could get some lake effect snow to come in just slightly. And you can see some right here across parts of Michigan too, where we could get some lake effect snow to move into in that one area. Even across here you can see some of those darker blues. So it's pretty, just along those lakes where you could get that lake effect snow. You could have some higher amounts, possibly 3 to 5 inches. Some spaces even more. Now you can see some of that does move up into western Maine, and as we move into that lightest purple, that's 5 to 8 inches. So here is going to be across northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, and then across a lot of central, eastern, and northeastern regions of Maine. We do have it in place, and then across parts of upstate New York, we do have some scattered regions with that too. And then in that darkest purple, well, it'd actually be a medium purple, but for this it would be a darkest purple. 8 to 12 inches, not really anywhere on the map, but this could be isolated for some regions. If you do see a darkest purple in your area, we could see it in some regions, maybe parts of Maine where we do have those 5 to 8. We could get a few 8 to 12 mixed in. But if you're anywhere across here in those purples, we could maybe get 8 to 12 in, but not too likely right now. But watch out for that if those totals do increase. I do expect some to increase, but nothing too terrible. But you can see right along that I-95 corridor, we do just have rain in place, which is good, but still rain can cause some problems, but that's better than having snow and ice in the way. Again, on the backside, maybe a few snow showers, maybe a little bit of a mix, maybe a few rain showers too, so just watch out for that. But you can see this storm is expecting the snow is going to be going from Michigan to Ohio, across a lot of the Northeast, across parts of Pennsylvania, even into New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and also as we do move into Maine. Now you can see everywhere else in that green, we do have the rain around coastal Maine, and also coastal Massachusetts, our heaviest rains. Everywhere else in those greens, maybe 1 inch or less right now. But definitely do watch out for your heaviest snows across here, and then maybe across here we could see some heavy snows, and then across here along those Great Lakes where we do have the lake effect snow that could be coming into place. Watch out for your heaviest totals. Those blues, lightest up to 1 inch, medium 1 to 3 inches, darkest blue 3 to 5 inches, lightest purples 5 to 8 inches, and we could be seeing those 8 to 12 inches in some isolated spots in those 5 to 8 inches. So yeah, guys, I hope y'all did enjoy today's video. If you did, consider subscribing and leaving a like down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.